ProLeads, we're a B2B social selling platform, or I can say that we're the holy grail for social selling. And we find the most personal touch points that connects you with your potential leads, and we can do that at scale.
From very early on, we went over to San Francisco to meet with people and to get the vibe and to see what potential partnerships or potential customers were here, and that's when we realized that we really needed to be here. So there are three reasons why we really want to be here. It's both our early adopter customers are here, the large potential partnerships, those companies are based here, and also a lot of the potential funding.
Like any type of company that would acquire a company like ours, almost all of them are based here.
So the 500 startup was definitely as main sales and accelerator for everything. Like both to be based over here to get here, but it's been lots of ups and downs before we could be here full time. So don't get fooled by all the stories that you read on TechCrunch or Hacker News or everywhere. Like usually you see all the good parts. Yeah. Everything goes so much faster here compared to Europe. Yeah. Both in good and bad. And that's what helps also to find that hockey stick curve. But yes, it's usually not simple. Yeah. It will be hopefully like this. Yeah.
If you've ever been out running, like on the streets or something, and you're getting really tired, have you ever told yourself like, I'm just gonna run to the next light pole? And then from there I can walk. Yeah. But then at each pole you just push on and say that you're gonna push until the next one. That's exactly how running a startup is. Yeah. So when I was preparing the pitch deck for demo day, and I put our revenue numbers into a graph for the first time. And it was the first time ever that I actually got a hockey stick. Yeah. from like creating my own from real data. Like I've only done hockey sticks in projected data because those are pretty easy to do. I'm not sure if you've noticed already, but in San Francisco there's always an event going on every day, or multiple events going on that you're invited to or want to be invited to. So you kind of have to pick.
Yeah, I think that is the downside of here. It's so much distraction, so you cannot have to focus. You can't go do everything because then you're not working your business.
Start off like by spending some time trying to meet new investors from day one, and like talk about what you're doing. Like you're not trying to raise money from them, but you're just building a relationship. That's something that we started doing when we were here, like the first couple of weeks. Obviously, we were trying to raise money at the same time. With hindsight, that was like very prematurely. So when you have the momentum, and then you keep updating everybody. The other big difference that people do here is that they usually do what's called a rolling close. So instead of saying like, okay, we're going to raise X amount of money, and then wait for it all to be done and signed and agreed on, and then get the money in. You talk to an angel investor who says, oh, okay, I want to put in 10K. Okay, perfect. Here's the term sheet, and then close that and get the money in directly. And then once you've had your meetings, then you can keep on. They email updates to the investors that you're talking with, like, oh, we just closed another 10K. We just closed another 50K. We closed another X.
It's in lots of psychology when it comes to raising.
Yeah. I think almost all of our investment that we've closed so far has been because of the personal relationship, and that they know us and they know what we've gone through to get here, and they know that we have the perseverance that is needed to make this work. Even though the idea that got us into Chalmers Innovation is not exactly what we're doing now, it was part of the journey. And that was part of the time where we had the learnings that we needed to have to be where we are now.
Chalmers Innovation has been very supportive, and also helping us to come over here at times that we wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Yeah.
Giving an opportunity to create where we are today, and that wouldn't have been possible without Chalmers Innovation.
My previous company was also, or my 2 companies ago, was also funded by Chalmers Innovation, but that was in 2006, which was a very, very different Chalmers Innovation. You know, in the investment committee that made the decision to invest, those, you know, PhDs in biology and so on, and I remember getting some comments about like, who books a restaurant themselves? You do that with your assistant does that. I'm like, I'm very happy that Chalmers Innovation sort of changed a lot towards that model, which I think has been very, or seems to be at least, very successful.